Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday, fun day, my friends. So, what's going to make it a fun day? Well, generally, Sunday is a day that, you're not doing your daily routine of work, alarm clocks, time restrictions, the hurry up, get up and go, the 10 and 2, 10 and 2, gotta do, gotta do, gotta do. And when we don't have all of that stress upon our body, it reacts in a much more relaxed way, which makes Sunday a more fun day all the way around. Because a lot of organizations, company buildings are closed, so there's a lot of this like less traffic, a lot of less electronics being emanated out from computers being booted up within businesses. So there's a lot of reasons the day Sunday is a little more relaxed. And I want you to tap into that feeling, see if you can hold on to it outside of a Sunday. Maybe make it a Monday fun day, Tuesday fun day, Wednesday fun day, and so on and so forth. Because we're talking about the nervous system. The nervous system is on overload, whether you realize it or not. And once you realize it, you're already maxed. It's sort of like that theory of once you realize you're thirsty, your body's already dehydrated. So it's kind of like that, but it's worse because the nervous system controls all the messaging centers into all things. And so when we overcaffeinate, we overstimulate through just a lot of incoming, right? Our bodies are not being given enough time to rebound, to rejuvenate. Now, technically, that's what sleep used to be. You could go during the day and then you get a restful night's sleep. But because of all the electronics messing with our nervous systems, alarm clocks by your bed, your phone by your bed, computer in your room, television in your room, so on and so forth, so on and so forth, are all very disruptive. So most people, I don't even know what statistics will say, but I'm going to go with well over 50% of people are sleep deprived. And then if you just wind back the clock to how you were as a child and the less interference you had because you had more outside play, more imaginational fun games to do, whereas now more people are sedentary. And, for the past, 30 years, women going back to work means children go to daycares or into other homes where you don't have control over the environment. So your children's nervous system is being given rocket fuel from the get-go. So we wonder why children can get very out of control. Now, this nervous system stays with you your entire life. I'm not even going to get into past life memories and things that may trigger, okay? It's your responsibility to work with your own nervous system. Or maybe do more preventative work with it. So, okay, you know what? This is required of me tomorrow. So I'm going to begin to prepare tonight so that I do not have all these nervous jolts all morning. Or if a hiccup comes along, I'm not freaked out, because that's what happens with our nervous system. And when our nervous system is whacked, our respiratory system becomes whacked, because it becomes in this fight or flight, and you're not allowed to even take a deep breath. It won't allow you unless you override the system. How do you override the system? Stop, drop, sit. Connect with 3 to 5 breaths. Reset to recharge. So now you're brought back into the present moment. All the panoramic views around you need to come to a halt. You expand the scalenes, bringing air into the bronchioles, which filter the air, and then into the lungs, which then do all their transference. Back up again. A lot of us sit too much during the day, so we're really compressing our viscerals, our whole organ, our abdominal area, which puts so much stress on the diaphragm. And the diaphragm is responsible for pulling that breath in and letting that breath out. So if you start experiencing hiccups and burping and all of these things, it's because you've got so much compression around there. And then in our nervous systems, that's where we carry all these mini, micro, macro, and ginormous PTSDs. Something's happening. So when you take the time to stop, drop, sit, and then think about where you are in the moment, what's required of you moving forward, how can you be the best that you can be, not only for yourself, walk, talk, breathe, living example of your divine, cellular, beautiful God source self, and then how do you move forward from there? So there's less nervous system jumping, which is fearful. So what brought this conversation on this morning is because if I hear one more damn thing about the EBS system, everyone's looking, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? This person said that. Did it come true? This is going to occur. Did it come true? Oh my gosh, feast and famine. Gather, gather, gather. So you're in this protective, I gotta protect myself all the time, which means you're not in the flow of trust. We have to work on our mechanics and fine-tune them within this vehicle and within the panoramic view of what's going on around us. So we need to keep our environment organized and more clean. We need to maybe write things down about each thing that we're going to do that day, just to remind us so that we're not forgetting, first of all, to stop, drop, sit, and connect with our breath several times a day, depending on what your day looks like. So then you become a living, breathing example in all relationships, especially the babies. So many moms are having to drag their kids out of the crib in the morning and get themselves together because now they're expected to perform at a certain place, but they need to take this responsibility, this bundle of joy, and crank it all up. So its nervous system is being yanked out of alignment consciously and unconsciously. And we wonder why our kids start having all of these difficulties that maybe other generations might not had a lot of. So if you can slow your roll and chill a little bit, that would be awesome. And I think that you would feel so much better, and your environment around you would be so much better. You know, there's days when I know I have to be very busy and I have to really be in tune with, if I'm working with animals, children, teens, adults, whatever the energy, the fairy kingdom, the elementals, whatever it is that I'm working with, that I'm corresponding with, in presence and not in presence. Those are the days when I have to say, very little caffeine today. I want to hydrate and I want to eat really higher vibrational foods. And I will build upon that day by day by day so that it becomes less for me to think about. But things like caffeine or chocolate or all these other things, I have to respect my body and the boundaries of my body because it tells me when I'm off kilter. And so many of us live off kilter that we feel it's normal. And when you get back into normal, then you just can't sit still because it's not familiar to you. So take your fun day Sunday. Set your intentions to connect with your breath. Connect with your nervous system, the cerebral spinal fluids, all nerve endings. Give it great gratitude and thanks for being responsive when something falls or you need to get out of the way of another incoming car. And then also kicking in autonomically when you want to sit down and just connect with your breath. That's the parasympathetic nervous system. So set your intentions to override external interferences that are literally rewiring your body to kerplunk at some point, and maybe in a very diseasing way when it can be avoidable. And by all means, take the responsibility to be this for others, especially the children. And even if your children are grown and gone, there's other children around you. Even in your neighborhood, you emanate this energy. It really makes me tearful to think about what people have to do to survive and who is suffering because of it. So much love and light to each and every one of you. Please like, subscribe, and share.